A very wonderful journey. How this topic is very much connected to me. I was thinking when I was given this topic, that's very interesting how to build bridges over the hearts for the hearts. That reminded me of the story, like in in devotion. I don't know if you have heard of the Indian Hindu stories, but one of the stories today I would like to relate to you is about Sri Rama and Sita and the squirrel. Okay. I'll start with that story. Okay. So when Rama needed to build a bridge when Sita was in the Lanka, so to go across to rescue Sita, so they need to build a bridge. So during that period, one of the squirrel also wanted to help in this building the bridge. And of course, Hanuman, the monkey god, they say, okay, there were largest boulders and rocks they are carrying. And one of the monkeys says to the squirrel, okay, what are you doing here? Okay, and the squirrel says, well, I'm carrying pebbles to build the bridge for Lord Rama's. And the monkey says, how is that helpful? It's so silly. You just get out of the way. And then the squirrel says, well, but this is my tiny little contribution, okay, to build the bridge. But eventually, these pebbles filled in the gaps between the boulders, and that made the bridge strong. And Rama lifted this little squirrel and thanked him for all the hard work and blessed the squirrel on his back. Okay. And that's way in India, the squirrels have three like little lines on the squirrel. It's like the sign that Rama blessed the squirrels. The essence of the story is, okay, it's not about how big my contribution is, but this little contribution, the squirrel, without any power, she doesn't see I have the capacity or not, but the love that she has, the feeling of I would like to contribute something. So that is what made me think, see, even a squirrel can do that, and the squirrel has won the heart of Rama. So we are in this spiritual family. There are lots of ups and downs that we come across. And of course, the whole learning is about transformation of the self that we have been hearing, we have been learning throughout this spiritual journey. But how can I build the bridge? So first thing is, everything starts with the self that we learned. And the recent Bab Dada's Murli as well, Bab Dada was emphasizing a lot about self-respect. Okay, how much self-respect that I have. Okay, time and again, Baba reminding us about, okay, just remember how many self-respects that Baba gave you, and nobody can give that. It is emphasizing that deep within, Baba is bringing our inner potential, inner strength, that what the soul is truly is, originally is, and eternally what we are. So when I start the foundation from the self, when I hold that self-respect, self-care, self-love, and self-compassion, that is the first foundation of the journey to build the bridge. If I don't have this, because if I don't value myself, the way I look at myself, the way I look at others. And this is how, based on this, what I learned in the early days of my journey is, because when there is low self-respect, I look at my relationships in that way, and it has a big effect in my relationships, in the way I look at myself, in the way I made my connection with others, in the way that I deal or work in service with others. And of course, it has an impact on my body too. So, this is what my self reflection was for the last few days, like how it has an impact on the self. And this is exactly how I see others. Okay, the limit, how am I seeing myself? Am I seeing with that limited vision, or the current time, how I am, where I am, okay, or the emotional self or the deeper self? Okay, I really need to bypass and cross all these layers. And that's where Baba says, go deep within, deep within. Okay, once somebody asked Dadi Janki, how deep do I need to go? Okay, Dadi said, go deep inside. Go deep inside. It's like deep inside means I really need to go beyond these labels of how people are looking at me, how based on my actions, what I'm doing, and what is my current stage. So, this is where I'm always in that phase. So, I really need to go deep within to hold my true, pure self, to really see through God's eyes. So, that's when I built a good relationship with myself. That's when I can see and accept myself as I am. This is the deep foundation to build a bridge. And then across the hearts, okay, it doesn't matter which country, which part of the world where we are. Okay, sometimes, okay, I'm in London, but there are different people, different sanskars. Okay, how is it easy to hold it? Okay, probably different culture as well. What I noticed is, okay, accepting each one as they are. Because Dadi always used to remind us, okay, these five fingers are not the same. Okay, if you look at the beautiful bouquet, okay, of flowers, the variety of flowers that brings the color, that brings the fragrance, that brings the beauty of the bouquet. In the same way, we are in different cultures, different backgrounds, how we are doing things together, okay, brings the beauty, okay, shows it's Baba always says about harmony. It's not about we are all same, we are all different, we are all unique, but we are all accepting each one as they are. That is the beauty in the spiritual journey. If you think about Baba and the Dadis, okay, all the Dadis are very, very different. All the Dadis, one Dadi likes silence, one Dadi likes sharing, enthusiastic to share the knowledge, one Dadi likes entertainment, okay, one Dadi is just loves meeting the family, not sharing anything, but just giving that sustenance to the family. If you see all the Dadis, they are very different. Okay, I remember Dadi Janki saying once, okay, Dadi used to love to chit chat, to share gyan. Okay, and when she was sitting while eating, she would like to share the points. But Didi said, no, we have to eat in silence. See how they both are two different sides of the coin. Then Didi said, okay, we can share the points after eating the food in silence. So they accepted each other. And after every meal, they used to share, have a chit chat. Okay. They are different, they are unique, but they are aligned together. Okay, if you look at Dadi Gulzar as well, Dadi Gulzar goes into deep silence, and Dadi Janki is so enthusiastic. Okay, but they both have love, have respect for each other. So one of the deep foundation for relationships is having love and respect for each other. Yes, we are not the same. We are all unique. We are all different. We all came up with our own baggages. Okay, our ideas are different. But having that respect and value, okay, adds, build up that relationship. Okay, yes, sometimes in the events meeting that we have, okay, everyone comes up with different ideas. Okay, probably some are really not practical for us. Okay, some maybe we cannot do it in the way that we are structured here. Okay, but yes, we consider each other's ideas. But what is possible? What is our aim? Ultimately, we go back to the aim. Okay, what do we want to achieve? So is that what is our aim? Does it match with that? Accordingly, we go and accept, okay, we can do it or we cannot do it. So that's my learning from when we have our events meeting, and each one has great ideas. Sometimes some people like to do, some people don't like to do, but like to share the ideas, which is fine. Okay, because the rosary is made with different beads. Okay, and that is how it works. So acceptance and love and respect build that connection, build that relationship. Okay, sometimes I may not be able to contribute much. Okay, I have seen so many elderly in this family, especially in Global House. Okay, probably all I may not be able to help them in the way that I can do, but I have pure feelings and good wishes. Okay, whenever I can, or when I have the opportunity to meet them, to connect with them, okay, even simple act of asking and the simple act of saying something, okay, itself is like enough. Okay, they feel so good. At least we ask them, at least we acknowledge them. So little things can win people's heart. Okay, I don't need to do big things like the squirrel. Okay, the contribution is very little. Okay, so but it has won the heart of the Lord Rama. In the same way, sometimes it's not about how big I am doing, it's about even in the simplest acts. But the most important thing is having that pure wishes and good feelings. In one of the Murlis, Baba did say, I'm not saying something new. I'm saying what Baba said, and we all know this. It's just I'm sharing few thoughts from my own experience. Okay, just to a sweet reminders for each one of us. Okay, Baba said once, all you need to do is just have good wishes and pure feelings. That's it. Nothing else. That is the only task that you need to do. Okay. The difference is when there is comparison or competition or criticism, okay, when there is any negative thoughts, that will not allow me to keep that good feelings, pure feelings. Okay. I came across some Avyak Babdada's Murli, which was talking about, okay, you can only have good wishes only when you have pure thoughts. Even if there is a negative thought, you cannot hold good wishes. So anytime any kind of a negative thought or a negative feeling that emerges in me, immediately I start checking, okay, what is it? Why am I feeling like this? Is this a good way of sending vibrations to people? Okay. Or is it distracting? Okay, because the energy changes and then my expression changes. Okay, sometimes we come across people, we feel I'm not comfortable with them, or I might be feeling I don't want to talk to them. Okay, or sometimes you try to avoid them, ignore them. but my energy, my vibration, everything is visible. It may not be visible in a physical way, but at a vibration level, they could feel it. That's why we are not comfortable with each other. So at least when I start seeing as myself the soul, but they're also a soul playing their role. Okay. Because it's their journey too. I'm just thinking about my journey. Okay. Mohini Didi very nicely shared today about, okay, how to be a detached observer. Okay, do I ever watch the movie, the story as an observer? Okay, or am I really busy in playing my role? So I'm checking for myself then. Oh, it really is. Sometimes, many a times, I'm busy playing my role. But it's also important before playing the role to observe what's happening, okay, to see. And then accordingly, I can play the role. Okay, if I'm engrossed in, it's like seeing but not seeing, means being an observer, not taking that story into my life. Okay, I have to be observer means I just observe and leave. Okay, I'm not taking it in. So being a detached observer is the aspect of that's when I can connect. I can hold that pure thoughts. I can hold that good wishes and pure feelings for others. Okay, when I was coming back from, I traveled recently to Madhuban and coming back, and there was some situation in the family, and then and my one of the family member was expressing their feeling of negative. Okay, why you can't hold to be positive because the other person is constantly doing the wrong things, negative things, then how do I be positive? And that's why Baba gave us a technique. Okay, Baba gave us the yukti. Yukti means, the tips that what can I do? Just sending that pure feelings and good wishes. Okay, when I immerse that soul, when I immerse their story, okay, it's their story. Let's send Baba's light to them. Okay, so that's how I started working. Okay, yes, I understand it's very difficult to hold pure feelings and good wishes for them at that time. But using the knowledge, okay, Baba said, be knowledgeable, okay, become the embodiment of knowledge. So using the knowledge, then I can send good wishes. Okay, otherwise, every time I see somebody and I become like a Caesar, cut them off, cut them off. Okay, how many pieces it has been? Okay. Instead of the foundation, it is like the block. Okay, the block of walls that I created. And then I wanted to stay in my own room. I don't want to do anything else. That's how we feel, right? Then it becomes very difficult to see, to connect, to do service with other people. Okay. And we find it, no, I can't, like, I cannot do service with them. It's very difficult. Okay. So somebody said to me, don't be a Caesar. Okay. Means we are just exchanging this uh, stories about how the relationship is built. Okay, be a needle and a thread. You know what a needle and a thread does? Okay, as it is stitching, it is joining the cloth, right? And that's how our clothes are being made. Okay, so that is building the relationship. So that's when I am actually able to, okay, when I'm serving, cooperation is natural. Cooperation is easy. Sometimes we find very difficult to bring everyone together, to put the service together, or anything, even the little things that we do, nobody's cooperating, nobody's supporting. That's a moment for me to check. Why is it that happening? Okay, what has gone wrong? Do I really have good wishes and pure feelings for everyone? Okay. And having that faith. I remember from the Dadi's from the seniors saying that how dadis trusted them. And then having that faith, okay, they moved forward, way forward in the spiritual journey, even without, okay, that is the starting foundation of the spiritual journey. But then with faith that Dadi kept on the senior sisters, okay, today they are doing amazing. Okay, and of course the seniors kept faith on us. When faith brings positivity, faith brings that responsibility, faith brings that trust. Somebody trusted me. Okay, I would like to do this. Okay, somebody trusted me. They kept their faith on me. How can I not do it? Okay, Baba kept that faith on us. And the family also is like that. Okay, so in the drama of life, in the spiritual journey, we have to have 3 certificates: contentment for the self, contentment from God should also be content with us, and the family should also be content. Okay. So, how can we bring that contentment? Okay, how can we hold that space? Okay, so that's when I have to win others' hearts. It's not about being grabbing somebody's attention or trying to pull somebody, trying to impress somebody. No, spiritual journey doesn't work like that. Okay, how long can I keep impressing people? Okay, today it is possible, tomorrow it is possible. I can't keep up with that all the time. Okay, I have to hold my true inner self-respect, inner dignity. Then only I can win others' hearts. Okay, then only that gap is filled. Okay, I'm bridging that gap. So cooperation, okay, in the little things that I do or the big things that I need to do. Okay, I always feel sometimes, okay, probably I may not be doing big things in some of the service areas, but little finger of cooperation. Dadi always used to say, see, you have 5 fingers. Okay, you have this little finger and the big finger. Okay, but this little finger is also so important. Okay, you can't let go of this. Okay, can you imagine if you don't have this little finger, how these 4 fingers manage to work? Okay, and all are in different shape and size. So our family is also unique. We are all different. Okay, but all of us needs to hold that space, accept and cooperate with each other. Okay, it's the little things that you do may hold the space. Okay. I might just, it is like somebody needs to hold the plate. The plate is full. Okay, but if I'm holding the plate properly or not also makes a difference. So every little drop of cooperation, even through my thoughts. So I was reflecting more on how good wishes and pure feelings help. Your power of good wishes will make the hearts of the distressed souls who are sitting on the pyre of worry, become happy. These are Baptist's versions. So even the slightest support of even a straw makes a drawing soul happy-hearted and brings him courage. So your stage of good wishes will enable them to experience some support. So this is like the souls who are burning will have the experience of the cool water. I'm just reading the versions of Baptida, how good wishes and pure feelings work. So this is how we are working, we are doing things together, and we are in a family. I cannot do anything by myself. Okay. Anything that we are all here, okay, to do, even to fulfill the task that Baba gave. Okay, Baba can't do anything by himself. Okay, Baba wants us. And we can't do I cannot say I can do everything. Each one of us needs each one's support. Directly, indirectly, very subtly. We have no idea whose good wishes have made my day today. So every good action, okay, that I make, that I do, somebody is sending that good wishes. That is also like a break, building the gap, building the bridge for each other. So every action, I was explaining to somebody the other day, we don't realize that how your little action has made them keep sending good wishes all throughout. Somebody who was drowned in the water, they have no idea who picked them up. They say that is their job, they have done and they're gone. And this person doesn't even know how to swim, has come out. Okay. And even till today, okay, when that person thinks about the survival, okay, my good wishes is going towards them. How subtle it is. Okay, this is really a bridge that we are winning the hearts of other people. Okay, even till today, after 40 years or 50 years, that person is thinking, this person saved my life. Is it not a cooperation? Is it not the power of good wishes and pure feelings that is reaching them? Probably I don't know them. I don't know how to give the return of them. Okay, but when the time comes, we will return that. The opportunity will come to return. We don't know. They are returning my good, something that I have done for, isn't it? So this is all the part of the drama that we all have to fulfill each other. Okay. And one of the aspect that I'm thinking is, okay, once initially when I came to London, I had few hitches. It's not that every day is a beautiful day. Yes, I had my son's car clashes with people. It's not that nothing has happened. But one day the senior sister said to me, okay, all you need, the most important thing is your relationship. Okay, make sure your relationship is good with them. That's all. Okay, that is the service that you're doing. Sometimes we give priority to service in such a way that we forget the relationship breaks, or we don't know how we speak or how we take decisions with other people. They might get hurt. Okay, but no, relationship is very important. Okay, anything that breaks other people's heart, or anything that I'm causing disturbance by sharing that news or something to other person, then we have to think twice. What do I say and how do I say? Okay, because I am quite straightforward. I used to be quite straightforward, but now I changed a lot. Okay, because uh, my friends also used to get hurt, but they are aware that, okay, because they know that she just tells on the face not to worry. Okay. Initially, it was heartbreaking for them, but gradually they were like, okay, we know she is straightforward. Okay. Yes means yes, no means no. Okay. But gradually, I learned how to say things. Okay. Even now, sometimes I might go wrong. Depends. I realized when I haven't said something right, means something is not right inside. Okay, it might be a feeling of hurt or feeling of something that is not right has made me say something like that. Okay, in that makes other people hurt. That's where they say, no, hurt people hurt people. Does that make sense? When I am hurt, I hurt other people as well. So I have to safeguard my feelings. That reminds me of Dadi Janki. Okay, once someone asked Dadi, what is your spiritual effort that you do, Dadi? And Dadi said, to keep my feelings pure and clean. Okay. So that is the only effort that I do. So this is what I have to say to myself if I am distressed, if I am, okay, this is where self compassion and self mercy comes. Okay, when I'm hurt and disturbed, that's a moment I have to pause and ask myself, what's happening to you? Are you okay? Okay, why are you feeling like that? And means something I'm expecting from outside. That's when there is an expectation, that's or when I'm stuck with my own habit or the sanskar, okay, these triggers will come. So that's the reason Baba keeps emphasizing on holding the self-respect. Okay, our natural nature of soul conscious that I need to hold is the key for everything. Okay, because if you look at it, most of our clashes are because when I become body conscious, when I become action conscious, when I become time conscious, okay, all the obstacles come in my way. Okay, so then I'm not able to hold my self-respect, or I might lose my purpose that I'm holding on to because I become conscious about something. So I have to become soul conscious while playing the act, while doing the things that I need to do. So most of the things and most of the time, what I realized and what I have learned is also building that relationship with Baba. Okay, when I don't have that relationship with Baba, uh, I'll not be able to share what I wanted to share. And somewhere these blocks becomes obstacles in my way. There is no pathway for my uh, to fill that gap, okay, to release the inner self. So Baba is is that source where I can release, okay, where I have to release emotionally, mentally, stress, or anything that I'm holding on to. Okay, otherwise I'm releasing somewhere else at the wrong place. Okay, like Mama used to say, okay, like if somebody says something wrong, okay, or if somebody tries to vomit on you, you don't hold it, okay. So you have to, I have to find the right place, okay, and I am not going to carry that. So anything that is wrong, anything that is disturbing me, why do I want to hold that? Okay, I was also thinking about, okay, people come and say all sorts of stories and things. Okay, sometimes probably you feel it's not necessary, but still you have to listen to, isn't it? I know many of us get that kind of uh, people where you're not able to help them to do something because they are not ready to do anything. All they want is to talk, talk, talk. Okay. So what do I do? So I keep Baba in front of me and let Baba take it off instead of me taking that charge. Okay, Baba is listening to them. I'm not listening. So when I experimented with this, sometimes it is much quicker and the task is finished. Okay, they felt I have heard them and they felt good. And sometimes, okay, I need to listen and maybe I may not, I can't even stop them saying something. So sometimes I have to say, I don't need to listen, or maybe it's better you say this to the senior because I'll not be able to help you in this. So yes, I said it because I cannot help you. I'm sorry. Probably you should talk to the senior. Okay. And they say, yes, 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 that's fine. So that's how I have to keep building I'm not letting them off, but at the same time, when I hold my respect and I'm respecting them, but also giving them the right thing at the right moment. For that, I need clarity of mind. When I'm stressed out, when I'm burnt out, and I'm trying to listen to something, I may not be able to give. So if I want to give to other people, am I ready for that? Did I keep my vessel clean and pure, like the golden vessel that Baba says? Just holding that pure feelings and good wishes. So that is the lesson for me to practice all the time, to hold that pure wishes and good feelings. Now, every day in the morning, when I think of those kind of people, I say, thank you very much for coming. Okay, let Baba's light be on you. And I'll just send Baba's light, Baba's good wishes to them. So I feel relaxed actually. I'm not holding on to anything. So I think I will leave these thoughts with you. If you have any questions or anything that you'd like to share.
Thank you so much. I think it was very essential and very filling. So I'm sure everyone is very happy. Let me see if we have any questions. Just a second. Uh, these are all, technical issues. People have some difficulty for
Yeah.
logging on.
Yeah.
Okay, and they have a difficulty in Spanish translation. I don't know afterwards it happened. Is that okay? The Spanish translation was okay? Did you get it? Can you just write something, please? So we make sure that everyone really listened to it and understood.
Or maybe you can keep your thumbs up. So
Yeah, okay, then you can thumbs up,
yeah.
right? So we have the gallery. Nobody is showing anything. Okay, then let me ask again. It
Okay.
seems like it was okay. Yeah.
Translation was okay. Yes.
Yes. Yes. So now let's come to the questions. That was a very, very nice, very beautiful talk. And if you have any questions, maybe practical, how she managed to do, all these things,
Um,
what she has been talking about.
in the meantime, I wanted to share something.
Yeah, please, please do
Sometimes,
so.
sometimes we feel like if you have a clash with somebody, okay, you try to avoid or you tried stop talking to them, okay, so that at least you feel you're better off. Uh, for me, that doesn't work. Okay. Instead of that, I try and say, maybe at least intervene in some way just to say hello to them. Okay. So that it is like softening, okay, the hard feelings. And slowly, I come into the conversation with them or try to help them in something that they need. Okay, rather than saying, I'm not talking to you, you're not talking to me. I had this issue once, and that sister was really upset with me, and she didn't talk for days and days. I said, okay, do you want me to do anything for you? I used to ask her. Okay, or just to say something or to cooperate in some way or the other with something. Okay, or even even in the little things that you do. Okay, so try to work with that. But when I stop talking and I ask them, okay, this sister recently, I could see it. It is a different vibration, different energy, probably the way I said, because we both are on a different page on that day and it didn't work. Okay, I was trying to explain something. She felt you're just throwing it on me or something like that. Then one day finished, 2 day finished. I'm saying, why is she not talking to me? I understood that she's not talking to me because of our last conversation. And I went back to her and I said, Are you okay? Are you really upset with our last conversation? And then she started again with that, oh, you did this, you did it. I said, okay, I'm sorry. I apologize. Okay. And from then on, she was okay. She started talking to me back. Okay. Okay. And I didn't take it on board, but I just reflected on that. And then probably it is not my tone, but it is the feeling that I had at that moment that triggered them a lot. Okay. Because I just felt, okay, see, what really resonates is not the way you say it, but your intention behind it, your feeling behind it felt make them feel bad. Okay. So I acknowledged that for myself and I said, okay, maybe because I always say to myself, who wants to become a deity? I ask myself this question, if somebody argues, if somebody says something to me, you want to become a deity? Forget about they want to become a deity. I want to become a deity. So this is a lesson for me. Okay. So then when I start having that conversation, it's finished. Okay. I learned my lesson because I still need to soften my edges. Because if you really want to become a deity, you have to harmonize with everyone. Okay. If you look at the music piece, it's not just one person playing one music. There are different things that they are all playing together, different instruments. Okay. That makes the music beautiful. Okay. So we are all different pieces of the furniture, but each one has its own place. That makes the room look beautiful. So in this journey, if I really want to build a bridge between the hearts, okay, it's not just one quality. I am honest and I am open, that's it. No, there are different things that I need to make the bridge stronger. Okay, so that is what acceptance, good wishes, and understanding, see a detached observer, all these are the blocks that I need to make the bridge stronger. Hope that makes sense.
That was really a great example, and I'm sure this helps many of us because it's very practical and it was your experience and it worked.
It
But
worked, yes.
also, yeah, at the end, I also have just thought because many people who comes to the center, they said, I don't have a good vibration between these people
Mm-hmm.
or some specific people.
Mm.
So rather than trying to, get their negative energy on me, I just avoid to have the relationship. So they just, I make them cross in my life and take it away. And I always think that it's not the right way. Maybe, we are not ready to make this acceptance.
Yes.
But I'm sure you have more things to say. We can just elaborate this a little more, this acceptance issue.
Yes, I think if we keep crossing everyone like that, then where am I now? Today, this might
Yeah,
be one person, tomorrow, somebody else might be cross with me, and then the other person. Okay, we keep crossing everyone. Nobody will talk to me then. I'll tell
yeah,
you one thing,
precisely.
I remember when I first came to London, okay, the senior sister where I was in the center in India, okay, she wasn't very happy. Okay, because I know they have a pure feeling, they have good wishes, they don't want to lose a Kumari basically. Okay, she gave permission and then she was not happy. When I went to see her, she wasn't happy actually. She didn't even wanted to talk to me. But when I went and said Om Shanti to her, she accepted me. Okay. And her energy changed gradually. Of course, bless her. I have taken a lot of sustenance from that senior sister. So I don't want to let it go like that. And yes, sometimes some people take our energy. This is a different situation, maybe. Some people take a lot of energy. You really feel it's better I put a full stop. Yes, that is also needed some time to build my energy, to bring back my power. And maybe that is really a karmic situation. Okay, I can't just heal by putting a cross, but you know, as in the meditation, in Baba's remembrance, I really need to give them a lot of sakash and Baba's light so that that karmic bondage is healed. Okay. Of course, if we have to cross, Baba, the time will come, okay, situation will come where we don't meet each other. That's a different thing. Okay, but if I'm trying to uh, keep crossing everyone, I don't think that works. Okay, it's a practice for me, it's a test for me, for my own patience. Okay, so I need to keep my inner powers as well. So am I using my inner power of 8 powers that we learn? Okay, am I being patient? Am I able to withdraw? So I need to check myself
Yeah,
more and
exactly.
more. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess rather than, crossing the people, maybe if we feel that we are not powerful enough to face it at that
Exactly.
moment of time,
Yes.
it's better to put a little maybe distance for a
Yes.
while or a short
Yeah.
while. Then during
And come
that
back.
period, as you were saying, working a lot on that issue with Baba
Yes.
and taking all the support and sustenance from Baba and
Yeah.
then send it to her, maybe in a subtle way
Yeah.
until she feels more comfortable with me.
Absolutely. I agree with you.
You
So,
agree?
yes,
Okay,
perfectly
good.
right. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you just talk about the main things, the acceptance, love, and respect,
Mm-hmm.
if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
And also you mentioned that we don't need to do the big things to contribute
Mm-hmm.
to others. Even the small things should be, done. But with which intention I am doing? I like that point very much. You said with good wishes and pure feelings. Can
Mm-hmm.
you just practically talk about a little bit more? We know that in sentence, in Baba's words, pure
Yeah.
feelings and good wishes, but how can we create those feelings? How can we put it in the words to reflect to others?
You know what? Previously, I can share from my own experience. Sometimes I am I'm talking to somebody because I have to just say hello to them, but I really don't have any good feeling. Okay, but now I recognize that. Hang on a minute. Okay, do you really have a good feeling? If you want to say hello to them, can I go with that pure feelings, good feelings towards them, and then say hello? Okay, so this is my recent observation. Actually, when okay, when I wanted to talk to somebody because it's a namesake, I have to say hello. Like in some cultures, it's like in a family, it is like that. Okay, it's a traditional. You have to meet everyone in the family. Okay, that's the culture. Okay, even if I don't like, I have to go and see everyone and say hello to them. Okay, now I changed my feeling. Okay, do you really want to say hello? Just go with that pure heart. Don't hold any feelings of negativity. Okay, then whatever you're doing is more justified. Then you're doing with 100%. Okay, that good intentions, good feelings. And there was in family, there in Lokik, alokik, there are some situations where sometimes you're just bound to the elders or the seniors or the family members because I have to respect them. I have to go to this. Okay, then I started thinking, do I really have uh, what kind of a feeling I have now? Okay. I wanted to do it with my full heart, okay, like being positive, rather than thinking, oh, they do this or they are like this. Why do I need to go? This is all my ego coming up. Okay, when I'm soul conscious, I'm having that pure feeling and good wishes. Okay. Uh, I know there's one in the other meditations they do practice. Probably you might have heard about it. Okay, I this is what is called Hopono Hopono. You might have heard about it. Okay, I was hearing that. Okay, somebody sharing their experience, how they practice this. Okay, please forgive me. Okay, I am sorry. I love you. Thank you. And spiritually, how does that apply? It is like you're completely breaking your ego and being in soul conscious and holding that pure feeling. Okay, then I'm saying I love you. Okay, uh, I can see now because I practice with that understanding, and I can see somebody smiles at you. They never smile generally. Okay, they started smiling. I said, something is working. Okay, means I have seen that because my pure feelings are towards them, it's working now. Okay, it's like the simple act of smile. You know, I meet a lady who comes on my street. We just walk around when we walk from Global House to our residence. Okay, and this lady comes across. She's an English lady. And whenever she sees me, we just smile or we just say hello to each other. We don't have any relationship. We don't know each other. Okay, we don't know each other's names either. But this is how a simple act, what I'm trying to say is that pure intention, that pure feeling has resonated with each other. When we see each other, we smile. If I don't smile, by chance, if I didn't see her and I didn't smile, she'll ask, are you okay today? You know, she could feel it. See, this is what I mean. When you're with your pure heart, when you become more and more soul conscious, these feelings are just on your surface. You could see it very clearly. So hope that answers the question.
Oh, yes, yes. More than I thought about it. It was very, very clear. Thank you so much. And I'm just wondering if they have any questions. Let me see again in the chat box. Ah, okay. There is one. Somebody is thanking, and the other one. Can you suggest practical solutions on how can one best meditate, bridging the gap between the two people in a family that won't talk? It causes very uncomfortable atmosphere in the house for everyone. Good question. Very practical.
Well, I'm not
It's
meditating.
clear, right?
Yes. I think first thing is I need to understand I'm meditating first for myself. Of course, we meditate for the world, definitely. But when my focus is on myself and Baba, okay, then only I can make the atmosphere clear.
Mm.
Okay, and sometimes I sometimes get a test paper when I go to my Lokik home. Okay, then all I need to say is Baba is with me and Baba is making this atmosphere clean and pure. Okay, rather than me trying to say, why are they doing this? What are they doing it? Okay, so I change it the other way. Okay, probably I cannot clear the atmosphere, but Baba, your peace is all around.